How's it going, everyone? My name is Richard and welcome to this video because today we're talking about famous entrepreneurs, people that have built their business from the ground up and now are worth millions of dollars. The first person up is Mr. Grant Cardone, the sales machine. See, he's not a businessman, he's a businessman. Check him out on YouTube. He has a lot of really awesome YouTube content. He actually has a show called Young Hustlers where he teaches young millennial entrepreneurs and just entrepreneurs in general how to step up their game both in life and in business. So Mr. Grant Cardone is estimated net worth is about $100 million, right? So that is very, very impressive, Mr. Cardone. So this guy was born in Lake Charles, Louisiana. He made his wealth in auto sales. He now owns multiple companies. One of them is Cardone Enterprises. Another one is Cardone Training Technologies, where he teaches a lot of his sales techniques to auto dealerships and their salesmen. He also has a lot of best-selling books. He has a few best-selling books. One of them is If You're Not First, You're Last. The other one is Sell or Be Sold, which is an awesome book. He has the latest one I believe he created was 10X. These are all phenomenal sales-based and just mindset training books that are completely full of value. I definitely suggest you guys check those out. Grant Cardone has made the list. He is the guy to see if you want to learn about sales. Second person on my list is none other than Rob Dyrdek. You might recognize him from his hit TV series on MTV that started with Robin Big, moved to Fantasy Factory, which was one of my favorite shows, and I think he's still on air right now with Ridiculousness. Rob's estimated net worth is about $50 million, which is pretty impressive considering that he started as just a skateboarder from Kettering, Ohio, where he was born. He was actually sponsored at the age of 12, became a pro skater at 16 through Alien Workshop, which is a company that he now owns, which he started his professional career with, which is pretty awesome. He has a few investments and endeavors that he's embarked on, which is DC Shoes as well, international shoe company, which I'm sure generates a lot of money for him. He is a founder of SLS, which is Street League Skateboarding Competition. It's an international competition that invites all the professional skaters from around the world to come out and show their talent in front of a great audience. X game type of competition, which is also really awesome. I admire Rob for his tenacity from, I can relate to him, growing up here in LA and having skateboarding as a big culture here in LA. I definitely admire him and I strive to one day be one of his colleagues instead of one of his fans like I am now. So Mr. Dyrdek, thank you very much for making the list. You are the man. The third guy I have on my list is someone that is a big time person in the business world. His name is Gary Vaynerchuk, as he likes to pronounce it on his YouTube show, Ask Gary V, which is doing phenomenal things for not only his brand but his career and also his following. This guy understands how social media can be used as a tool to springboard your career in the digital world. Now, this guy was born in Soviet Russia, I believe, but grew up in New Jersey. So he has a lot of that New York type of style, which is never holds anything back, says what he means, and means what he says. He does not bullshit or sugarcoat anything, and that is why I follow him, because he's always dishing it out straight, and I admire that in a business person. So Gary Vaynerchuk, after college, he actually went into the family business that is basically a wine company. But Gary, being Gary, understood that if he needed to use digital to be able to take that business to the next level. So when he started making videos on YouTube about wine, and he called it the Wine Library. He took his family business of wine from $4 million a year to $60 million. Talk about a fucking hustler. Talk about an entrepreneur. Gary Vaynerchuk's estimated net worth is about $10 million, although I think that's very, very low. I would probably put him somewhere around maybe 30 to 40. I don't know how old this information is, but Mr. Vaynerchuk, I salute you. I pull a lot of inspiration from what you're doing. I really love the concept that you use with your digital mediums and how you run your business, and I aspire to be a great businessman like yourself. So, Mr. Vaynerchuk, thank you for making the list. The last person I have on my list is Sir Robert Kiyosaki, the Rich Dad Poor Dad guy. Now, if you're not familiar with Robert Kiyosaki, this is a guy that has really pushed for the home business entrepreneur mindset in our generation. He hails from Hilo, Hawaii. He's actually a Marine Corps veteran that was in the Vietnam War. So that is pretty crazy. His first business actually was Velcro wallets. He was selling Velcro wallets to like surfers, I think here in California somewhere, San Clemente, I want to say, maybe, possibly, don't quote me on that. In 1997, he established his Cash Flow Technologies Incorporated, which basically followed up with the Rich Dad Poor Dad programs and the cash flow quadrants, things like this. Robert Kiyosaki has been a staple in my development as far as my business aspect and just in general my perspective on money and how you generate that. So Robert Kiyosaki has been a leading bestseller of 11 books. He owns a silver mine. He also owns a gold mine. I think it's in China. Don't quote me on that again. He's a huge real estate developer and investor, and Forbes puts Mr. Kiyosaki at about $80 million. That's pretty impressive. If you haven't checked out the Rich Dad Poor Dad information, I highly suggest it. It's really been a staple for me in my development. Those are my top 4 famous entrepreneurs for you guys. I hope you found value. I hope you guys check these guys out and learn a ton of stuff from them. These guys, if you take them in separate or individual teachings, they basically cover everything you need to know to be successful in today's economy, to be successful in today's world, by understanding that you have what you need in order to succeed already inside of you. If this is something that you guys want to learn about, you guys want to learn more about entrepreneurship, I suggest you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. I think the subscribe button is going to be somewhere up here, if not somewhere down here. Either way, subscribe. I have a lot of information, a lot of content coming up, so give me a thumbs up. Show me that you liked it down below under here. Give me a thumbs up, because that really helps me understand that this content is valuable to you guys. Again, my name is Richard Patino. This has been a video on famous entrepreneurs that I follow and I admire and I respect. I'll see you guys on the next video. And remember, you have everything you need to succeed. You just gotta make it happen. I'll see you guys later. Have an awesome day. Peace!